Podcast, let's go get it.
Let's go. Welcome to ONV, Respect the Game podcast. Welcome everyone. Glad to be back. We here with the fellas tonight. The ladies had other things going on. So before we get started, we're gonna say this quick prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you once again for allowing us to come and give a word or two to our audience. Blessed that we give something that somebody could use. And all these other prayers in your name. Amen.
Amen.
How everybody doing today?
I'm good, man.
Good,
How you doing?
good, man. I'm blessed, man. It's good to be back in the set, and so we could talk about some things and
Definitely get into that conversation.
yeah, we definitely. Let's go ahead and get started. We're talking about healthy support system, and right off the bat, you know, we're just gonna go with it. How do you guys feel about that support system?
The support system, when we're talking about our athletes, it just has to be, that support system has to be at home. It has to start with the parents, and the parents have to be on board with the coaches. That's how the support system is going to go full circle. If you want this kid to be successful, just not in sports, but in anything in life, the support system has to be there.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's that good male role model got to be there too. You know, like you see the difference in a lot of these kids of who got that strong male impact around and who don't. You could tell. So I think that's like you say, start at home, man, for sure.
And being that, and the parents with the support got to be able to let that coach their kid. Yeah. If you're not coaching your kid or letting that coach your kid and you in the way, the success is going to be interrupted. He ain't gonna listen to coach at practice because now you still in the way. Yeah. Oh, my mama told me to do this, or my dad told me to do this, when that's not the system.
And I think the player himself has to be prepared to be a part of that system.
Yeah, they got to buy in
and buy into it. Sure. You know, and really, like you say, really do the work that the coaches or the mentor want them to do to be better.
Right.
You know, because a lot of our young people think they already there.
Yeah.
And they don't have to do the work to
and that's the downfall. So they think they know too much.
Yeah.
You can't tell nobody nothing to know everything, especially when it comes to these sports. And it's becoming real watered down because of these kids think they know so much. So you can't tell nobody anything.
Yeah.
And you can't tell the parent, I know my kid is good. Is good. So, hey, let's be honest. It's every mom.
Yeah. So when we talk about the support system, what is what's an appropriate goal to give to our student athletes? You know, and let's go with the high school.
Okay.
What's some good goals that they really need to focus on?
Yeah, it just depends on what sport.
Are you talking about the goals coming from like the coach or like coming from at home?
Coming from, combination, because they got to have some goals for themselves. Yeah. You know, what kind of goals are we going to help them create?
Right. Well,
so I guess it goes with the both.
Both, okay.
Yeah.
I guess like we was just talking about, like the balance. So I think you're going to need the goals. Be disciplined, determined, make sure you got you raising that kid to be a great human being regardless of what sport this is. So I think it's more about a goal of, let's say, respect and dedication, That take you a long way.
And really asking that kid what he wants or she, because it's not really about the athlete. What does these kids want if they don't really want to play sports?
Yeah.
And a lot of these parents are pushing these kids into athletics when they really don't want to play.
Yeah.
So are you really asking your kid what do you want to do?
Yeah. So is that a lot like micromanagement? Micromanaging?
No, that's having a relationship. If you got that relationship with your kid gonna be successful because you in his life or her life. Because you know what's going on. Yeah. That's you in the game.
Yeah.
Without that communication, Your kid just going, how was practice? Oh, it was cool. And you ain't got no conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom, you ain't involved. Dad, you ain't involved.
Yeah. So I guess when I say micromanagement, when you saying that they're doing too much or they over.
Because if I'm an athlete and I know I'm good and I hear my mom and my mom is loud or she's telling me to do this, I got to respect it. I'm like, Mom, when you go into the sideline, respect with that mom, or have that when you can have that conversation with your mom, like, don't be doing all that yelling while I'm playing.
Yeah.
But that's the game.
So that's another question.
That's the support.
That sideline behavior.
Yeah, that's the support. Because if your mom is at the game supporting you, she's not helping your coach.
Right. Right.
So that's the support system.
Yeah.
You got to respect him. Your son is out there playing.
Everybody stay in their role.
Right.
Parents stay in your role. Coach. Yeah.
And that's that sideline behavior as far as like you saying, don't be yelling about what you should be doing.
Right.
Coach already got.
Yeah, respect the game. Respect the coach. Like you said, what we in. Respect the game.
Yeah.
You come here to be a spectator. If you're going to let me coach your kid, let me coach him.
So what else support system that we need to be looking at as far as?
It's got to be a good support system, not even in the home, not even at the school, but when they out amongst their peers. Is their support system good? Are they hanging out with their teammates, or what group are they hanging out when they're not in school? That influences their game dramatically.
Yeah,
especially when them same people come to the game and watch them.
Yeah,
they can influence that. That support system got to be on the same page with it. Don't be out here in the street selling dope. Don't be doing this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push you to this. This is what you want. I'm gonna get you there.
I'm glad you said that, man, because I think our young people out in the artists need to understand that you have to be true to what you want to be.
Right, for sure.
You can't be hanging with your buddies knowing that they doing the wrong thing, because you're gonna get caught up.
Right. You can't be scared to be different.
And that's the problem that we have, with our youth today. Is they
no leaders. No leaders.
No leadership. For themselves.
Yep.
Not just for the team that you're playing on. It's hard to find a leader.
Yeah. Because the leader can shy away because he don't want to step up in front of his peers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you get a lot of them on the same team. Like, he can lead when we're playing, but when it's time to step up as a captain, he shy away. She shy away. But that's also discipline at home. Are you step up? Your mom had to tell you to take out the garbage when you already know that? That's leader stuff.
Yeah.
Them little things. When the little things matter, they matter a lot.
Yep.
Especially on them teams. And that's why I'm not talking about Southside, but Southside was good because they did the little things right. Yeah. They made a lot of mistakes playing, but they did the little things right.
And they didn't let the little mistakes stop them for continue to doing what they had to do.
Yeah, and they was a team.
Yeah.
They was connected up here, even though they weren't connected all the time on the screen.
Yeah,
they were so unselfish at Southside, man. Like, you didn't hear nobody.
Sometimes a little too unselfish.
Yeah, sometimes.
And that, to me, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But it can hurt you too
in a situation again, for sure.
Yeah.
But they all knew their role, and that was a plus to watch Southside, especially coming from alumni from that school. It's good to see that.
Yeah, man.
I mean, just being there, watching them, being a part of it.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful thing, man, because it was like a string. They was all on one string, working together and doing the things they supposed to do to support each other.
Yeah. See, that's a support system, and they was all on the same. And they played outside, even though it was season. They still played in the gym with each other.
Yeah.
Right. And they went at each other in open gym because I was there. Yeah. I was like, hey, y'all teammates.
Yeah.
But that's a team. If I can't push you, why we here?
Yeah. So when we talk about the coaches, how do you guys feel as far as their role? Because they play a huge role in our kids' lives, and we as parents expect them to take them to another level if they deserve it.
Yeah.
And when they is not going that like it's supposed to, how do we feel about I said a couple different scenarios.
Go ahead.
Well, I guess it's about like you say, like, what do you really feel like this coach did for your child? Did he put him in the best position to win? Did he Did he send some film out? Did he talk to a couple coaches,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
and so I guess it's really about like what you say. What does this kid want, and then what do we expect out this coach, and then
Yeah.
go from there.
'Cause-
Because that coach got to be having that relationship outside of the gym.
yes.
So when you know that kid, then you gonna know what that kid really wants.
Yep.
Hey, coach, I like the hoop, but this ain't really what I want to do. Then you can explore that with him. So you put him in positions to win outside of you gonna play these 4 years for me, but I know you don't want to hoop, so we're gonna guide you to something else,
Yep.
right? And get that scholarship in that. It ain't got to be hoop, it ain't got to be football, but I still made it for you working.
The free
and your
education,
parents see the
yep.
support,
Yeah.
and your parent was behind that.
And I think that's the most important thing. What you're saying, man, is just to do what you're supposed to do.
Please.
You know, if your kids give you all they got, it seems like we should be giving them all we got.
For
you
sure.
know? And I think a lot of times we don't. You know, just put it all on the table, keep it real. You know,
Speaking of that, like how we feel about like the Homestead coach coming to Wayne? Like, do you think like speaking of coaches, do you like? I feel like certain coaches. How can I say it? Like, you coming from Homestead, then you come into these inner city kids. Like, is he ready for that? Can he handle those type of kids?
For me, it was being because I was at Wayne. It was more. We played Homestead. We were up by Homestead 19. Then we lose the Homestead by 19. Then you bring a Homestead coach in. It's like not teaching our kids any competition.
Yeah,
it's
KD.
like almost like KD.
KD
Like, we're gonna go join them because we can't beat them. I'm not saying I was the best coach for them, but the opportunity where I had them kids start gelling.
Yep.
It's
Kids
maybe
already got
somebody
your
like
respect.
me because I've touched higher levels than most of these people around here. Not saying I'm the best,
yeah.
but I've made it outside of Fort Wayne, so I know what it feels like to touch the pro
What
level.
it takes.
Right, what it takes.
Yeah.
And it's them little things that ain't about these kids can't play like robots. They inner city kids.
Yeah.
So they need somebody that's gonna be hard and soft at the same time.
Yeah.
They need that balance.
So when you say that, you know, that's a I feel bad for the players. You know, because they're looking for support. Is he gonna come and give me that support
That's
that
what I
I
was
need?
asking. I was gonna wonder, like, is he gonna care as much as a
Yeah.
Omar that's already there, got a relationship? This
Yeah.
coach coming in, he just care about his record and his next job. you
Yeah.
know? So-
Right.
And who he's bringing in with him?
yeah.
You know, is it
And if they gonna get behind it.
Is that culture? The culture is that going to be kosher?
Yeah.
What kind of culture is Wayne gonna be now? You see,
Yeah.
you
Are
come.
they, yeah, you know, and
And maybe they need a change, or maybe they don't. But it was just more of the
change was
will
needed.
behind it.
It was how it was changed.
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
For sure.
You know, so that's one of them things. Like that's a wait and see. You know, because like I say, you know, it's really about our babies. You know, our student athletes.
Is he gonna put them in a position to win?
Was that the best for
Yeah.
them? You know, and nothing against the Homestead coach.
Right.
You know, I think I hope he do a good job. You know, but
He earned this spot for sure.
I just hope we really care about our kids. You know, like you
Yeah.
say, that's it. But yeah, good luck.
yeah. So we done talked about the parents. We done talked about the athletes. We talked about the coaches. How do you feel about the mentors? That is, what are they out there for? You know, like the ones who's putting in the training.
Yeah, the extra help when you're not in the gym and stuff like that. Them mentors are big because them got to be guys that's always in their ear. Always in their ear. Always, hey, did you get up and get your workout in? Did you do this? Did you do that? It's almost like having a PR person on you all the time. Like, hey, get your stuff, get this. I know I ain't your dad, but yo, you said you want this. I'm gonna push you.
Yeah.
But if you ain't got them guys or your mom or your dad pushing you, well, get up. We're going to the gym. I'm dropping you off. I don't care what you want to do. And that follows the play because the mentor going to be connected with the parent.
Yeah. So with all the, you know, we done talked about the NIL, the healthy piece where you trying to stay healthy and everything. Do you know? Because kids are getting PBA now. Is that what it was called? Not the NIL, but it was the.
Oh, I know what you're talking about the NIL thing. But
Yeah,
the abbreviation. I don't remember what it was.
And do we have the system around our kids to prepare themselves for that?
Not
Because
yet.
we talked about that off the
It's
air.
coming slowly, but it's got to be more educated about.
Yeah.
It's
Man.
got to be more educated about for the parents. Even though our parents say, "Oh, I know how to manage my money," but now you get $250,000. How can you manage that money and this kid still be successful? Because now it's gonna be about the money. It's not gonna be about his career.
Yep.
I agree with the financial literacy,
It's got to be there.
the training.
Hmm.
We're not getting it though,
No,
and some of these athletes are thinking they're gonna be getting these $100,000
but
deals and
That's that.
getting that.
That agent too that's helping you get that.
Yeah.
Hopefully they putting you in the right path and letting you know
but
what to do with that money.
it ain't really an athlete. Like you can get it. Anybody can get it. It's your likeness. So
Name,
you don't
image,
have to be an
likeness.
athlete.
Right.
So
Right.
I can be a normal dude, and I know how to talk to these people to get these sponsors. Now I got an NIL deal. It's
Right.
not for an athlete. It's for anybody that can put their face out there and get the clicks.
But we got a lot of athletes that think they top notch
Yeah,
ones.
but that camera gonna humble when you ain't getting the clicks and you ain't getting the following behind it.
Yeah.
Because now you reaching. Now you're
Yeah.
gonna be doing too much, and that's what people gonna see when you're doing too much. Ain't nobody following that
Yeah.
unless you really putting the work in.
Yep.
And we, man, that's a tough one, man. It scares me about our backing, the support system, because we talk about it how some of them are out there for the wrong reason,
Yeah.
and they keep in the back of my mind, my head, just thinking it's gonna hurt our kids on down the line when they're not getting that true support for the right reason, and how do y'all feel about that, and I'll keep going back over, but
It's big. It's when you put money into play, anything, it's going water it down.
Yeah.
That's like with AAU and all these things. Yeah, it might be this, but if your kid ain't the top level, I feel it's a scam, pyramid scheme, because you paying all this money and your kid might not even hoop. He might still be playing on tier 3, and you paying $2,500 for him to go to all, and you ain't getting no clock. Nah, bro. You should have got 5,000 shots up in the gym and got the same work in.
so what about the handling of failure of support system?
Mm-hmm.
How do our athlete,
That's when it becomes a rock. You got say your kid don't be successful, right? How are you gonna look at him? But what was the goal? Was to set up. What was you gonna do if basketball didn't pan out or football didn't pan out?
exactly?
That's you having a relationship with your kid.
Yeah.
What do you want to do if this don't pan out for you?
Gotta
Like,
have
do
that plan
you
B.
have a career? Do you want to play the drums or whatever you want to do? What is it? So if you blow your knee out, what can we do? So you're not mentally going through that, because that's a problem where most of our kids don't be successful. They go to the streets or they commit suicide because they're not what it is once they step outside of home.
Mm-hmm.
Now you coming back home, why you back here? Because there was some real dogs out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now you back home. Now you trying to go to St. Francis, wherever you trying to go, but it's dogs there too.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with going there, though.
I know, I'm just saying.
I
Dogs
know. I
everywhere.
get you. Yeah, 'cause it is what it is.
Because now you got to earn your spot there.
So yeah, so all the time, we talk about the game and your support system always getting at you.
Mhm.
What about that ride home? Should it be a silence ride, or should you be trying to fatigue? Or
I like the silent ride. Especially if that athlete got a good hard coach on them already.
Yeah.
Let them get some time after their game. I like the 24-hour rule. Just kind of let it sleep on the next day. Let's talk about what happened. We can. So I ain't frustrated at you. You ain't frustrated at the game. Let's just let some time go, and then I'm still gonna give you my honest opinion, but I don't want to be so hard on you right after the game. I don't want to break you all the way down.
But if say that's a way, but say you know the game and you're a father or your mother, you can have that conversation with that kid
at that time,
at that time. Now say that kid had a good game. Like
No,
and
we're
now you
talking
if he had
about
a bad game.
yeah, we're talking about that
Are you
ride
gonna get
where,
on him after
where
after that bad game? You getting on him?
you
in the
know
car,
he
or
had a
He had a rough game.
yeah.
You gonna just let him wait a little bit, or you on him right as soon as you get in the car?
It just depends on that
Come
kid's
on, man.
energy.
What
For
you-
sure. When that kid's energy, like, yo, I'm gonna let him make it. He
So,
tight right now.
yeah. Hey, so personally, I tried to rah.
Yeah.
You know, after a game, like, dude, you know you supposed to be blah blah blah,
I ain't trying to hear that.
and
At all.
no, but let him go away, and you know had a solid ride, like you say, and are you ready to talk?
Or let him say that what you think, how you think I did.
Yeah.
Let him come to you with it.
Or if he's taking too long,
Yeah.
are you ready to talk?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it could be a silence ride, but you know, like you said, it's coming.
Tension there.
You know, so
Oh, for sure.
yeah, it's there.
You say something slick, but what about them 3 turnovers you had last night? Though?
Yeah.
You talking cat.
There you go.
But then you're gonna pull him in that way.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Because now he avoiding the talk, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to talk now. But we're gonna talk about them 3 turnovers you had that cost us the win, though.
Yeah.
And
All right.
that's the relationship.
So no, I'm
That's
with
one
you, man.
sports.
You know that's a serious one right there, man, because it works better if you give him time, because then they give him time to think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let him
And then
really reflect on what
Let
he
him
did.
reflect, yeah, and because you know
Yeah, because the coach just got
After
on
the
you.
game, the
Yeah, for
coach,
sure.
your teammates probably said something to you. Now you got to go hear dad. You like, man,
I don't even want to walk out here. He on that. He like this at the
I
door.
already know.
I'm right with mom.
I'm cool.
Where you at? Look, where you at? You mother, come on.
He ain't waiting. He in the car. You know the car hot already. How you feel about kids making it to college and then they don't be successful and they come back home?
Here's the thing on that. I personally always try to tell my players not to quit nothing.
Mhm.
And if you gave it your best and you finished it the one first year and it wasn't for you,
Yeah.
have a backup plan. You know, don't just talk about they did me this and they did me that.
Mm-hmm.
Have a backup plan. It just didn't work.
Right.
So
Every system ain't for you.
I'm in between. I just always want them to keep trying. Don't leave because you had a bad first year. You know, it get better as time goes. Everybody can't start and everybody can't play.
Right.
You know,
And that's the biggest part, especially coming from a small town. Like we ain't small, but we're small enough in the hoop community or the sports community where these kids don't have enough support when they leave
right.
to get the push.
And
That's
some
where
of
you go.
and here's another problem. Some of them don't leave. They ain't been nowhere.
Yeah.
So when they get an opportunity to go somewhere as big as college is,
They think the work done because they got the scholarship, but then
Yeah.
you get there, you
You
got to
got-
battle for this spot still
Right.
just because you got that scholarship.
you got to
earn
keep
it.
working every
Now you
year.
independent.
Every
You
year.
pay this rent. You see, now you become a whole man.
And you don't know nothing
Yep.
about.
You
Listen,
ain't paid rent ever.
you don't know nothing about it.
Keep them lights on. You and your teammate. Your teammate over there with his girl, and he got a house. And now you over here by yourself.
Yep.
You're like, man, I couldn't do it.
You don't
I
know.
needed $2,000 for rent.
And that once again we talk about that support system where we teaching our kids to be prepared for them kind of scenarios. Because
Just in case it don't work out.
Yeah.
What's next? Do you
Yeah.
have something?
I'm just talking about learning how to pay a
Pay a
bill.
bill, yeah. Them little things matter until they
Yeah.
don't.
Better be in the dorm.
And a lot of college athletes don't go to dorm. They go straight to apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even
now.
junior college.
Yep.
You junior college, you might as well say, you grown now. We're going to put you in it. You're
Yeah.
going to get this stipend, the summer
Yeah. Yeah.
summer checks. You're
Yeah.
going to get that.
Yeah.
That go to your rent
Yeah.
and your bills.
Yeah.
If not, come on
Yeah.
back here.
Yeah.
And now you're asking, why you home, man? I'm going to give it another shot next year.
Yeah. So it goes both ways, man. I always want our our players to go out and be successful,
Yeah,
and it don't happen all the time, man. So
it doesn't. But the majority of the ones that do, like what's his name? That's at Notre Dame.
Tay-Tay.
Tay.
yeah,
Straight. I think he's got everything he needs to make it to the league.
that system, man.
Yeah.
That support system is so huge
Yep.
for him, and
I can't wait to see.
he's doing the right thing as
Yeah,
well,
he's staying out the way, and his support system is behind it.
and allowing him to stay
Yeah.
out the way.
Yeah.
Because we done had some that went and should have been at that next level, and that support system wasn't there, or they didn't allow that support system to help them.
Yes, because the support system.
So it goes
the
both-
numbers.
Yeah,
The numbers.
it goes both
career.
ways.
Yeah.
You got to help me help you, and I got to help you.
Yeah, I gotta help you
And
until
if
you get
don't-
it.
If you don't let me help you,
Yeah. But it's also like a lot of coaches or a lot of trainers were like, "Oh, this kid made it to the league, and he didn't even look out for me, and I helped him." And then you get that.
yeah,
Like, he made it. Be proud of you,
Yeah.
even though
yeah.
you might have film and he didn't even look back and give you a few 10 just off to get your business off the top.
But you weren't supposed to be doing
Is
that.
that what you was doing it for?
Well,
Right.
yeah. So right then and there it tells us what you was in it for.
Yeah.
You expected a handout when that time. Nah, man. Like you say, be proud of him. Knowing that you helped him get to that.
Yeah, he was a part of the jump
Yeah,
for sure.
so, that's a tough one right there. I want mine.
Yeah, and even if you don't address it, right?
Yeah.
You don't come to the kid that's already successful, like, oh, and now you trying to be in the picture, like, I was always there.
been here.
And then you making your own podcast in the back, like, yeah, I was with this kid. This kid didn't give me nothing. After 10
Bashing the
years,
kid now.
Yeah. His whole career done went down.
Yeah. So what to say and when to say it.
Yeah.
When is that a good time? It's like,
Do you want it? Do you want it? Do you not?
yeah,
You got to be hungry for the game, no matter what it is. I wasn't the best here in Fort Wayne, but when I got outside of the box, I knew I wasn't coming home.
Mm.
And that's what the goal is. You ain't got it. You know what it is here, and you know what you don't want to do here.
I just know when you come home, it's hard to go somewhere else.
It's not. You just got to want to leave.
Right. They come home and they just.
I did
stuck.
not want to stay here.
Yeah,
I was 22 years gone.
yeah,
What was here was I missing?
yeah,
You got older.
yeah.
That's about it. City ain't changed. So I experienced life, and it took me all these different places to see all of South America and to see 48 states and live in Alaska and see all these places. That's just off of shooting a basketball,
Yeah,
and I ain't paid for none of it.
Come on. That's what it's about right
yeah,
there.
That's freedom,
yeah. You're right.
right? So it ain't really about the ball dribbling. What you gonna do when you out there? Can you play a role when you get out of Fort Wayne? Can you be a defensive stopper
Yeah,
when you was always a scorer?
Mm.
Can you be a tight end now when you was a DN?
yeah.
Them type of things. Can you move positions?
But do we prepare our kids for that? You know what I'm saying? That and we could say, yeah, we prepared them, but do we as a community,
No.
do we prepare them to say, you might get changed to being something different?
No.
You might go to be the quarterback, but you might be the wide receiver,
No, we don't prepare for that.
And,
A lot of times it'd be the opposite. The kid get to, like you say, might get to Notre Dame and he been playing receiver his whole time. Then the coach like, no, we need you on defense. Like
Yeah.
you say. So
yeah,
hey,
We ain't prepared for the change.
nah.
Because we know you a star here, so we're going to keep you here.
yeah,
If I was a floater, let me play every position. Like y'all say, old boy that play over there at South, he can play different positions.
Oh,
Let him
yeah.
play.
yeah, yeah,
And you got to put him on both sides. I'm on offense. I want to play this. I want to play that.
yeah.
Switch me up.
It's just like really, we got to help each other. We can't be selfish. We got to help each other help these young people.
Mm-hmm.
If you got some knowledge, you should be out there giving them that knowledge.
Yeah.
Hands down. And people shouldn't be jealous because you coming in and putting your hand in, and
Right.
as long as it's the
That's the right
proper-
communication.
doing it the right way.
Like I ain't trying to come here and take over your training session.
yeah,
I seen something the kid can work on. You working on it.
yeah,
I told him to do it like this, not backdooring you on your technique. We all pro athletes, or think we went to the next level, so we all got
Yeah.
insight on the game.
Yeah. Do we question the process?
Always, you got to question the process. How you gonna get there if you don't question it? I'm with the question. What you need me to do? How hard you want me to hit the wall so I know how to hit it? That's the process.
What you think, E, Coach?
I agree. That was a good way, like you say. I want to know what to expect from it. So yeah.
You making all that money, you ain't asking no question. Where your money go?
Huh?
You see Wyatt Leonard, he ain't playing. That's how they
Yeah.
talking about suspending for his remainder of his life. You can't even go to an NBA game. Oh, that fraud stuff is real if you ain't asking no question.
Right. I get
Who
you.
playing with the money?
So, before we wind it down, any feedback, before we shut it down?
No, I just say if athletes want it, make sure they want it. And the understanding of the game, that goes for any athlete, he or she. If you ain't hungry, please choose another career.
Yeah.
Same thing like I was just talking to our coach about, period, man. We got to change the culture at Northrop. Like, if these kids don't want to work hard, both ends of the court, and be a good teammate, it's like, man, quit wasting our time. Quit wasting your time. If you ain't going to put it all in, man, just stop wasting everybody's time. That's where we at.
Right, and I'm gonna go with what we've been talking about all day long, the healthy system, and the support system. If we all on the same page trying to do what's right for these student athletes, we should be really honest with ourselves. As far as how we bringing it.
Yeah.
If we don't know, we need somebody who do know. And quit playing like we do.
It's okay to move leadership.
Yeah,
that's how we win.
Trust each other.
Yeah, for sure.
So, hey man, this was a great conversation. We're gonna be coming back next month with some interesting things going on. It's football season. Go Steelers. We got the high school SAC. There's gonna be some interesting things going on. We're gonna be out there checking out some games. We're gonna
Critiquing some games.
We're gonna be critiquing. We're gonna be looking for some player of the weeks. We're gonna be looking for teams of the week. So be expecting Respect the Game podcast coming to your stadium.
So before you go, though, I want to know who you think who your team for the SAC for football right now. Who you got?
I got the SS. The
Said them Archers, huh?
Them Archers, baby. Hey, let me say this before we get it. Them dudes, man, been around for 4 years, man. And they've been grinding. They ain't over that. They didn't get over that hill. But, man, that hill is getting smaller, man.
No.
They've been putting the work in.
No, shout out to Southside for real. Basketball and football. Like, you definitely been seeing it the last couple of years, man. It's like, you got to respect what they doing over there.
Yeah. And anybody who want to come at us, come on. 'Cause we ready for that.
Northrop will be ready this year.
Oh,
Northrop
my
gonna be ready, man.
I don't know. I ain't got no team.
You got coach.
I'm gonna say them Wayne Generals.
Oh,
I'm put Wayne out there.
Okay,
They didn't do
okay.
too good last year, but I think they got I think they got 8 games in them this year. That's a good turnaround.
From 0 to 8, coach.
0 to 8.
Man,
They got a real
okay.
team, and they coach over there. He really doing his thing.
He is doing good.
building
things.
building a team.
Yeah.
Shout out
And
to Coach
that's
White.
where it's at.
He building a great relationship too, man.
Yeah.
He's teaching them. He's teaching that healthy stuff, man. He got them not just about the football, about the community.
And getting out there in it.
They are in it, and they're going at it. I really commend Coach White over at Wayne High School for doing the things he's supposed to do with our young people. I gotta say good things about Coach Goodwill. He's doing the same thing, teaching our kids how to be respectful, how to do it the right way, and that's what we want on the south side of town. People to respect us like they're supposed to.
Yeah.
So kudos to the both of them, and no disrespect to the other ones, but hey. We see what we see.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll be out there looking.
Yep.
Yeah, we definitely gonna be out there looking. So if we didn't call your name,
No, I got my glasses on.
Check us when you see us.
Yeah. Hey, before we leave, we always say, always protect your mind. Welcome to Respect the Game.
Podcast. Let's go get it.